Hey you guys, this is Sunny. Today I discuss why is there no intimacy in your relationship anymore. It could be no intimacy, it could be low intimacy. And if you have been thinking about this question, if this thing has been bothering you in your relationship, whether you're a man or a woman, then this might interest you. Most often people come across this situation, and I've seen a lot of women, when they see this, they try to resolve it. Of course, they try to do something about it on their own. So sometimes they may just take it up in a direct confrontation and talk to their partners or their spouses and saying that you're not spending time with me anymore, we're not getting enough time, we should do things together, so on and so forth. What really is happening in the background in her mind is that she can sense something energetically. She can sense that there is a lack of connection, or the connection that she shared with this person is diminishing. Really speaking, that's what is happening. Now, this video, I'm not going to cover all the points as to why your intimacy is going low, but let me just directly hit the bullseye and talk about what I have seen as a massive elephant in the room, which only a few people are talking about right now. This is something which women do not talk about with their friends in general, or with their gynac, or with their parents, of course. This is something which men do not talk about with men, and even if we do, it is usually in the context of joking, as manly jokes. And what am I talking about? Pornography. All right. A lot of men, a lot of them, a lot of us are just busy busting nuts. All right. And this is having a massive impact in our connection with our spouses and our partners. Now, according to a study recently, it was found that 84% of men admitted to be thinking about another woman while having sex with their own wife. Now, that's an interesting number. That's a pretty huge number. And in my opinion, it's not very different from mental decapitation. In their head, these men are literally cutting off their wife's head and just using her body as a pleasure toy and having sex with it. It's extremely, extremely humiliating for the woman whom that person is spending time with, right? It completely kills her self confidence, destroys her body image. And don't think for a second that women do not understand this. This is exactly why, this is exactly how they know it, that there is a lack of connection. And this is why, if you're a man and you're hearing things like, you don't spend time with me anymore, we are losing connection, why are we so distant? These are all just symptoms that she's trying to bring out, but the root cause deep beneath is, you may want to ask this question to yourself. Guilty of being there at one time, and I can tell from my own experience, it does impact intimacy in marriage real hard. And this is something which people don't talk about openly, and this is exactly what I deal with when I work with couples, in bringing out these things. Because I'm not here to pontificate to men, guys. I'm not saying that I am any better than other men, but the real question that begs to be asked is, why is a man doing this to himself? Okay, because when a man is busy busting his nut, even if he's doing it behind closed doors, even if his wife never finds out what is on his phone, she can feel it as a woman. Energetically, she can sense that this man is a spent force. She may not have a conscious thought about it, but she can sense it. She can sense that you are weak. All right. Whether you want to call it woo woo, or whatever, doesn't really matter. Just observe, if not in your own life, in men around you, and look how the emasculation process begins with pornography. A man who is busting his nuts is just emasculating himself. He's giving up his masculine force instead of being the leader in the equation, that he is sharing with his spouse. So, this is a major problem, and this is something which we can look at. What is beneath the scene? Why is this person addicted to some pixels on the screen? We go beneath the layers and always find that there is a root cause. There's a subconscious root cause, and it's not difficult to let it go. It does not take years. Even if you've been addicted for decades and years, guys, it can just drop it once you are in connection with your unconscious mind, and the reason that exists there is taken care of. It's resolved, and you don't need to go back to that stuff. Then you get to really enjoy that intimate, deep relationship with your spouse, which is, by the way, full of pleasure, deeper pleasure, and higher experiences of pleasure. Not the same old things which you're experiencing with pornography. So this is one of the reasons that I wanted to bring out in as one of the prime reasons that affects the intimacy in today's relationships, which stands in the way of equation between the feminine and masculine energies in relationships. If this made sense to you, if I have addressed the elephant in the room too loudly, please go ahead and hit the like button, comment, and share it with someone who might be looking to talk about this, who might just be with a tightly sealed lip on these subjects. But these things need to come out. We need to talk about this. I mean, before I close, I just want to say, infidelity, going out and doing something, having an affair, it still takes some bit of an effort. You still have to do something beyond your comfort zone. Downloading pornography, it's a child's play in today's day. Anybody can do it. It's just so easily accessible today. So a lot of people, a lot of men walk around with this attitude of self-righteousness, as in, I just bust my nuts to porn. I don't go and sleep in reality with another person. It doesn't really matter. The point is, the end result is you do not have an intimate relationship with your spouse. You are emasculating yourself. That's what really matters. It doesn't matter if you do it with another person, or it doesn't matter if you do it behind closed doors or with your pixels on the screen. Ultimately, both the actions lead to the same result: lack of intimacy as well as emasculation as a man. The point is, how long are you going to hide this from yourself, and how long are you going to just pretend that this elephant does not exist in your room? Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day ahead. Take care.